Hello, 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 everybody. On a mad Friday. How you doing? Don't know if the Great Brit is in the hot seat. Just what I need. Notifications, nosing up my stream. Hello, everyone. Hey up, someone's dropped off. Hey up, if I haven't dropped on, what the? Hey up, wow, jumping up. A big hello to Great Brit and hello to everybody else who's joined the stream. Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Yes, peeps. What a shite Friday. Not just for the stream, but the weather. Seriously. Total unmotivating weather, would you not say? But anyway, enough of that. Yes, Brett. True. Thank you. Why not on camera? Why not on camera? Because I'm actually going to go through. Here we go, look. There we go. Because I look like shit. And looking at my boat is not going to be very interesting when I'm going to be scrolling through the computer. So, yes, stabbing in Piccadilly, you're quite right. It's a bit of a crazy one, this. Now, if Great Brit is here, thanks to Great Brit for jumping in. Great Brit, I was speaking to Great Brit for some time last night, and I did mention to him that I was probably going to do a stream today. Although for very different reasons. It was going to be to meet Yvonne Black, Billy Pag, and the rest of the Pag crew to announce that Yvonne Black is joining Pag UK. Hello, guys. Lazy Friday again. Yeah, mate, I've gone in, I've done my stealth stuff again. I've gone in, I've crawled under that fence, got my work done, and got out of there. I've got my little paraglider. My bows and arrows shot up, man. I'm like, see you later. But I have got work tomorrow. So I actually thought I was going to go and do a stream with them lot, a positive stream. And so the idea was to finish at dinner time. I was going to run home, get showered and changed, which I've not done, and go up there and meet them about 2-3 o'clock. And I got a phone call to say that it couldn't happen because certain things popped up, and so it meant the meeting was going to be rescheduled. So far, it's a bit of a bummer. I was looking forward to meeting Yvonne. Never actually met her in the flesh, spoke to her many times, and just talking about all the initiatives coming up for PAG. So it's no big deal. I had a chat with Yvonne this morning as well. No bigger. She's all in good spirits, can't wait, and it's not going to stop her carrying on anyway. True, can't wait to bump me on site one day. Oh, mate, you never know if you're in the trade, mate. That may just happen. As long as you don't throw me in a cement mixer, you know what I mean? But, so, yeah, I was planning on doing a stream. I was going to get in touch with them guys and see what's going on. So Great Brit's thinking, well, he's doing the stream all right, but it's nothing to do with that. So, because I was doing this stream, and the wife knew that I was going to Rochdale today. Let me just take this top off, kind of sweating. Because the wife got worried. I'd not texted the wife earlier this morning to say, you know what, the stream's not happening. I'm not going up to Rochdale, things have changed. She rung me up probably about less than an hour ago, concerned, because she knew that what I was going to do. Oh, mate, I'll talk about that. That wasn't actually supposed to happen that last night. It was supposed to be a bit of a tester, but I thought it was on private, but it wasn't. I know Great Brit informed me that. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. So the wife rings me, just like worried, you know, where you're up to. I know you're cutting through town. Did you hear what's happened? So I've looked through, and this way I'm going to take the face. Take my ugly boat race off camera. I'm going to swap it round. And she tells me about an incident that had happened in Manchester this morning. And I'm thinking to myself, what the, you know, couple of people have been stabbed. Well, several people, it turns out. A lone guy, it is, at the moment, that's what they're saying. that a lone guy who's just run round indiscriminately. I think it's predominantly in the Arndale, and he's gone round stabbing up people. 5 people stabbed in Manchester shopping centre as man 40 is arrested. So you don't know where to go with this, do you? Hello, another view, Matthew, Stacey. You know, the one thing you don't want to do is fulfill. Just seen this before. Yeah, is fulfill any conformative bias by any means here. And the one thing we can't do is jump to conclusions as to what this guy has done and why he's done it. He's obviously indiscriminately attacked people with a knife that is can kill people if you happen to put it in the body in the wrong place, in it, you know. So this guy is guilty of that, it would seem, but it's all got to be allegedly, even though you can see there he's being tasered. His ass is being tasered. So the question remains is, what was the deal? Was counter-terrorism, it says in this article, are looking at it. Now, that is probably no surprise, because, same again, our conformity bias, particularly in this movement, if any event happens like that, the first thing they're going to do is say, right, it's a terrorist event, isn't it? It's a terrorist event. You know, they're just waiting for someone to verify and say, you know what, I heard him say Allah Akbar while he was running round. And that might be the case, I've no idea. Don't jump to conclusions. Yeah, 2 p.m, you're right. And it's frustrating, isn't it? Frustrating. Because the press don't give you nothing. They lock all the information down. All they're showing is that yellow gun that's probably putting a few thousand volts up his arse. And he probably needs it. You know, he could have killed someone. The crazy fuck. Pardon my French. So I'm not trying to write it off. I'm not trying to defend. I'm just trying to not knee-jerk and go, right, you know, this guy. It might turn out he did. It might turn out he didn't. It could turn out the guy had mental issues. It could be one of many different reasons. Really. BBC can hardly bother reporting on it, though. Yeah, if that was a mosque. Yeah, I get that. But same again, mate. By you implying it's a mosque, that's assuming that this possibly is a terrorist event. And we don't know yet. You might be right. But same again, the last thing is saying when I wanted to do this stream, I didn't want to do this stream to fulfill people's conformity bias. Well, you're right. All terrorists have mental issues. I mean, if you're going to think like that, if you've got them dark thoughts, then yeah, there's some kind of mental instability there. Funny how there is no details or no more. Yeah, exactly. They've had a lockdown of all information, haven't they? And you'll get to know nothing now. So this is the region where you'll think, well, is this where propaganda can be injected now? Or is it true that it will drip out, the truth will drip out? Slowly but surely. It is hard to fathom. There's not enough evidence to suggest anything, only other than to say a chap that I can't even determine his colour yet here, because part of his leg looks like it's very pale, but then I look at the head and he looks black, because he kind of turns at the end of one of the shots and it looks like he's got black facial skin. But his fucking leg is as pale as mine, paler than mine. So I don't know. Even that is jumping the gun. Don't say anything, Graham. He's a Somali. Who knows? He looks like a black guy. It looks like it locks. I didn't know whether he had a hoodie or whatever. But at the moment, I think jumping to conclusions is starting to draw into the demographic anyway. Same again, people won't want to do this because this goes away from conformity bias. And I'm so fucked off with conformity bias with this movement. So the bottom line is, it's a guy, no matter what colour he is, well, if he is black, he's black. I'll own that shit, I'm not arsed. If he's Asian, he's Asian. If he's Muslim, he's Muslim. If he's from fucking Taiwan, I don't care. Bad is bad. All we can say is that this guy has done an act which you could say is mentally impaired to do what he's done. So that's all we can really. He's a purple guy. Come on. Political correctness. He's a purple guy with a bright green tracksuit on and with fucking red afro. So what makes you think he's black? What makes you think he's a Muslim? You know what I mean? But no, seriously, it's like we don't want to. You don't want to do that, do you? But the bottom line is, there's mental issues here. There could be terrorism here, but it's certainly mental issues. He's the guy on the left, right of the screen who looks like Will Smith. It is, yeah, that's a new film. Look, it's only product freaking placement, innit? I don't think he had anything to do with it, and I don't think he was tasering either. Unless it finds out that it was Will Smith that was running around the Arndale stabbing up people, shouting Allah Akbar with his purple fucking skin and his bright green tracksuit. That's going to be the narrative that they're going to push out. Will Smith done the stabbing. Shit. See, these adverts are really demonising Will Smith now, aren't they? It's not my fault. I can't control what's there. They throw adverts on the internet like you wouldn't believe, ramming all kinds of propaganda right up your rectum. So if that means by me doing this stream that has now implicated Will Smith, then tough shit, innit? Pardon my French. You shouldn't ram it all with adverts. All I want to do is read an article. I don't want to see Will Smith's bloody boat race like that. But anyway, hi Janelle. Oh, Janelle, I missed that. Oh, for God's sake. Right, let me see if I can go back. I was just about to text you on this. Was it a terrorist attack? From what people can determine right now, all information's been shut down, Janelle. So I don't think you can determine that. Although the categoristics are there, but they're also there for someone who's just off his head, who's decided he wants to take it out on the world because he's having a shit life and he can't handle and he can't cope with himself. So same again, conformity bias, isn't it? I know who is odds on responsible. Well, we don't know, do we? Yeah, you know what, Elizabeth? I think I need to start getting into the internet and start cutting all this kind of contamination out because it's not right, is it? You know what I mean? We get bombarded. You know, when I open a news website at times, the bloody thing won't let me scroll the page down because it's too busy loading up all the bleeding adverts and all the gunk that it wants to throw at me that it won't let me scroll down. Red Pill Phil starts the rumour with Will Smith. Shit. That's not building my straw man, Guy Fawkes. Red Pill Phil starts the rumour with Will Smith's a terrorist rampaging through the streets of Manchester. Shit. I guess I did. My God. And this ain't a rumour, but he kissed his son in public in a way that some people might go, what you doing, Will? What you doing kissing your blood like that, Will? He's a male, Will. But I'm not going to start that rumour that he's got an incestuous relationship with his son. I'm not going to do that. But you mention anything nowadays, people just put you in categories, don't they? But anyway, Will Smith. He's gender neutral. No way is he gender neutral. What the fucking hell? Why has Will Smith gone from being an advocate of being a homie from the streets who's kind of seen the bright lights of Beverly Hills to now being a total fucking liberal Marxist individual? I'm sorry to dive here, but didn't Will Smith profess the teachings of Aleister Crowley? Am I right in saying that? Someone can obviously write me on that. I don't want to build his straw man any more than it already is. Money make folk do things. Yep. Anything for money. I die for you. Even sell my soul to the devil. Chew. He says it all. Anyway, I'm off. Islam Phil. We don't know whether it was Islam, John. Come on, mate. Come on. All we do know that this guy run round the streets and he had a knife. I don't even know the knife, the size of the knife, whatever it was, what blade it was, whatever. He's gone round indiscriminately attacking people. It does come across that it is indiscriminate and it is unprovoked. That you can determine. Don't want to knee-jerk, do you? I mean, I'll say this, right? This guy, it's ironic because several years ago, anyone who's from Manchester now will hopefully be able to verify this story. But do you remember a clip going viral of a black lad in Manchester town city centre? He was on Market Street. He went in a phone shop and he lost his cool. And he then proceeded to rip down all the fixtures and the fittings in this phone shop. I think it's because they denied him service or he didn't get what he was expecting. There was something along them lines. Does anyone ever remember that story that happened in Manchester on Market Street where a guy flipped out? Thank you, Stacey. Now, what I'll tell you is, I know that guy, right? I used to go to school with that guy. That guy, you won't mind me naming him because he's off the scene now, I guess. That guy is called Jason Cogner, right? The school that we went to, as we was growing up, let's say he was sexually confused, right? He was very feminine, but at the same time, he had just as much testosterone running around his bleeding veins and any other male running around there. And he was very much an anomaly, right? And I don't mean this in any disrespect. He had a camp side to him. He had an uber feminine side that he kind of plugged into all the time. The girls fucking loved him. The girls used to walk hand in hand, linking with him in school. There'd be about 6 girls round him. Not because they fancied him, but because he come across more feminine. But at the same time, every guy in that school was shit scared of him because he was a big guy, and if you fucked him off, pardon my French, he didn't hold back on letting you know. And he was built like a bleeding wrestler, and he would have pummeled you into the ground. And that was Jason Codner. He was a great gentle giant, but my God, right? I see this clip where he was in this phone shop and I'm like, what the fuck has happened to him? What has been that falling down moment that has made him go there? Go all schizo and that go viral all around the world. Now, what I did know with Jason, growing up, he had mental issues. We've all freaking got them, I guess. And this movement ain't no different. That mental issue wouldn't have gone anywhere. Only been compounded over years. You get hit with different directions, different shit that hits you. So you don't know what has been a driving factor, a contributing factor to anything. You'd have to hear it. I mean, look what happened in Germany the other day. Germany, a couple of Jewish individuals at a synagogue. Now, that's clear. Whether that was a false flag, whether whatever it was, we can't assume that it was a false flag because it was an event. But at the same time, we know there's a hell of a lot of manipulation. Was he mentally ill? Well, he's obviously been living in an echo chamber that's told him that the Jews are that bad that I'm going to go out and do this. The bottom line is, this might turn out that he has turned on white people if it's a black guy. He may have turned on people because he's a white guy. We don't know what his ulterior motive is. What we do know, there's mental instability. But yet we can't build a narrative just on very little information that we've got. Will Smith was in Germany recently. Oh my God. Will Smith's attributed to every bad news story that I'm going to bring up today. He is. And Guy Fawkes is going to show you how. Will Smith's a naughty boy. They were Germans, not Jews. I thought it was a synagogue they attacked. Wasn't it the Jewish community? That's what I believe. They might have been Germans, but it was a synagogue, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm eating my lunch. Was it not? I was reading the story. It was a synagogue. So, unless, well, German false flag. Surely I'm in report of the facts. What are you referring to, Grubnob? I'm on about people essentially building narratives. I'm not building a narrative. I've come out here and I have been as open, as fair, as balanced with talking about this. I'm not building a fucking narrative. They were Jews, thank you. So they might have been German Jews, but you're going to get this. With an event like that, it happened last time in New Zealand, which apparently this geezer, whatever he'd done in Germany, was inspired by that event. You come out and you'll say, right, okay, people living in the echo chamber hating Jews that much that it's got a nutter to do something. It's got a nutter to react. The elastics snapped. Something's happened. This movement will turn around and go, false flag, demonise, just demonise, or even worse, you're German, one Jew. It's just a way of mitigating it. How can you mitigate that shizzle? For God's sake, there's enough evidence there to prove. What was that, Elizabeth? Oh, shizzle. There was Muslims attacking other Muslims, by the way. Where was that, Elizabeth? Was that in England or was that somewhere else? Will Smith was in goal for Man United last week when they played for Newcastle. Right, Guy Fawkes, you're kind of punching below the belt now, really, because you're getting it to personal levels when you're talking about my team like that, seriously. So, Great Brit, I hope you took that, and I hope you're going to administer the yellow card to Guy Fawkes. Now, I'm only joking. But seriously, don't rip me team. I'm already feeling like shit over that. I don't need slaps from you guys. You know what I mean? What is wrong with people? Good question. Emma Jane Watts. What is wrong with people? People carrying knives or people on a keyboard? Sorry, very rude. But I'm starving. You know what I mean? Some of the words I see on here, in the mind, I think, wow, I'm glad you haven't got a knife in your hand. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're not feeling the strain enough to go in the Arndale, because fuck knows what you do with it. Unless they're all just words, unless you're just hiding behind the keyboard, unless you're that pissed off, you've got a level of anonymity where you feel, right, fuck it, I'll say this. I don't mind disregarding that person. I don't know. You don't know what's going on. It's all a mad experiment, innit? It's all right. United just lost Chevrolet. Oh, come on. Great Brit. Mate, have you got enough yellow cards for this stream? Seriously? Not that I'm triggering, but I can't take this. I've got better shit to do. I've got to have a shave. Got to sort myself out. Got toenails to clip. Don't need to listen to this. Oh, it's a recycled plastic bottle. You guys! And I think it is, actually, if I'm going to be honest. Is it? Let me have a look. Because if it ain't, I'm up for getting shit out. And it's like, why? I'm just drinking fucking H2O. You're giving it me for? You know what I mean? But I know you love doing it. There's got to be a bad guy, isn't there? Joker laugh. Oh, shit. I'm nothing like the joke, particularly the new Joker, apparently. I think it is a recycled bottle anyway. And if it ain't, what can I fucking do? I've got a drink. Drink out my bloody hand. What's this stream turning into? Where are we going here? Where are we going? Before you know it, I'll be the one brandishing the knife in the Arndale. It would have been me being tasered because I feel like I'm getting it. I'm getting it more than this fucker who's getting a few thousand volts administered. But maybe I'm taking it personal. Wow, these messages. Salford is red. Salford is red. Yeah. Mad red. I live in a more blue area. Can you believe that? There's no red. Reds live down south. Right. I swear to God. Honestly. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know. So I'm going to pause and have a bite in the sandwich while I collate my thoughts before I respond to the level of abuse that I'm getting. Move, fucking move. Oh, come on. Great Brit. Great Brit. I'm being violated, Great Brit. Don't respond. Probably the best way, Sarah. That sandwich was made by a blue. Fuck. Leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone. Let me enjoy my shitty pre-packed sandwich that I didn't want, but I've got no choice. Don't ruin it. As my mum would say, don't piss on my chips. Football buzz have taken over. Sorry. Yeah, it's good old football. Why are we talking about a man getting 3,000 volts up his arse? Why don't we get back to that? And why? What led to it? What's he thinking about? How did he feel when he got the 3,000 volts up his arse? How's his bottom going to be after that? No, but seriously, we're talking casualties. The people affected, what are they supposed to think? The families? You know what I mean? Say don't, Phil. Moss side, you should be a blue, mate. I've got respect for Moss side. Not for the fact that it's fucking blue, though. Being honest. Yes, Jennifer. The sun just came out. Well, you got to tell Manchester that. Jesus Christ. It was so dark and late this morning. Crime side. Oh, Rose. Rose. Crime side. Shizzle. That's a friggin' comment. You want to go down Miles Platin? Ain't much fucking better, let me tell you. Oh, shizzle. Right, hold on, let me go back. What's this I read about 100 people being dispersed from the Arndale Centre with tear gas recently? No idea about that, mate. I'm assuming you're not talking about today's events. Because I don't know about that. I'm not saying it didn't happen. Young governors chased you away. Young governors? Oh, seriously? Chased me away? From where? Young Governors, by the way, is a little firm that was affiliated with the City crew. And, no, didn't chase me away. Not today, it was a comment on another video. Oh, okay. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I don't really know of the event. I'd have to know of it, what it was about. Elizabeth, thank you very much. Thank you. Right, yeah, I'm going to get back. I'm going to just quickly run through this article. There's nothing to it. I've kind of gone through it anyway, but while it's here, right, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right, there we go. Try and get this in. Sorry, I need to learn OBS. Make this life a lot easier, won't it? Right, shopping centre in Manchester has been shut down after 5 people were stabbed inside. Footage from outside the Manchester Arndale shared on social media showing a man being tasered on the ground by police outside the building. Greater Manchester Police have since confirmed that 5 people were knifed in the attack and have now been taken to hospital. A man in his 40s has been arrested on suspicion of serious assault. An investigation is being led by counter-terrorism police, Northwest, and officers are keeping an open mind about the motive, a GMP spokesman said. And if you want to see, there's a little clip where some geezer was filming it from his bus, it looks like. Now, you try and make out, see what you can see. See if I can get any closer. Right, hold on, let me enlarge it. See what comes up here. Right, okay, let me just go there a little bit. Right. See his leg? All the disruption you can see. See, I don't know whether that's hair or a bobby at this point. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. I seriously don't know what that is. What he is, who he is. Open mind, odd thing for police to say. Well, open mind, yeah, well, they've got to be open mind. They do say that, to be fair. It's not something they don't say. You have got to be open. We've got to be open-minded. With the way that they've shut down all information, it leaves you open-minded. It leaves people speculating, and then it leaves people then grabbing bits of speculation that will fulfill their conformity bias. And that's what anyone with a story like this is in danger of doing. And that's the last thing that I want to do. Even if it turns out that this guy was an Islamist, if it is, then you own it and you go, right, well, now we know, and we only know because of A, B, and C facts. We didn't know that before. You know, just because he's got a knife, just because his skin colour's a certain way, just because he looks a certain way, just because he's got a beard, you can't assume anything from that. And that's the hard thing. Maybe converted to Islam. And who knows? He might be an atheist, he might be an agnostic. We don't know. He might have converted. He might be a radical. He might be one of the radicals that we need to get out of this country. All we know is 40 years of age. His ethnicity is unknown. It looks like from his leg there's an element of colour to him, but that don't mean then you can determine where he comes from. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? So it's difficult. It is really difficult, and it's frustrating because a story like this fits in all the holes that you want it to fit, doesn't it? Oh, another terrorist attack. Oh, look, the press are not saying nothing. Oh, they've kept his name out. And they do. I mean, this is why they should be more informative. But they don't just do it with these attacks, I guess. I have seen them do it with other attacks. But this one is particularly closed in terms of the information. Just basic and bare. And it leaves a vacuum. A vacuum that echo chamber's going to fucking love. Pardon my French. It's Brexit. What, Brexit, why you done it, me? Why are they evacuating the Arndale? Well, apparently, Penny, that was just what they'd done. They just went knee-jerk, and I guess they were doing it because maybe there was an element of, do we know whether there may be another geezer? Can we assume that we have that as true fact? So just in case, there was an element of overreaction, you can see. I mean, my wife works on the other side of where the Arndale is, just at the beginning of Piccadilly, you could say. She works in an office block. It was rolling round her office block, this information. Now, apparently, someone has took it upon themselves in the higher echelons of her office to order pizza for all the staff to mitigate them going out. And that's the other side of fucking Piccadilly. So you're going to get that, aren't you? My wife rung me because she had fears, because she knew, or at that point she felt, I was going to Rochdale, hence me having to go through Piccadilly and probably past Market Street to get to the tram to get to Rochdale. So she's rung me in a bit of a tiz, you know? Oh, don't know, whatever. You'd think they'd want people to stay inside if there was someone with a knife on the streets. Well, yeah. So what you're saying is the opposite to what the office of my wife's works have done. They've bought pieces, they bought lunch. I mean, Jesus, their office are tightwads. They're not, to be fair, but they've literally mitigated and gone, well, we can't stop you going out, and we're not going to stop you going out. But if what you're going out for is lunch, don't worry about it. We'll order a shitload of pizzas. So that's one way of looking at it. Whereas, like you say, what you could argue that they've done, they've led them out into what could be potentially more danger by ushering them out. But I guess with that, what is the right decision? Because when things change on the fly, when they have protocols on how to act in scenarios, but yet them protocols are enacted without too much evidence. So then protocols become an overreaction very quickly, don't they? I don't know, maybe I'm chatting crap here. See any more comments coming up. And I think, is there any more of that story? It's gotten tasered. There has been a lot of attacks, e.g., is there more of that statement I'm missing? No, e.g., Paris, Germany, etc. Yeah. Yeah, but is that knife attack just normal crime? Is it mental illness? Is it a terrorist attack? You don't know. You don't know. It's about as logical as saying, right, well, every time someone gets run over with a car now in this country, it's a terrorist attack. No, it fucking ain't. But the perception is that because of what we've seen before, that might not be totally correct, but there's an element of truth in that as a point, if you know what I mean. So let me see if there's anything else to say, and then I'm going to get out of here, guys, and let you enjoy your weekend. Right, so there's one of the victims. See, they're showing more of it. The victim has been rushed to hospital. Yeah. Photographs from the scene show a heavy police presence inside Starbucks with curtains pulled up around the seating area. Northwest Ambulance Service said they treated 4 people on site earlier this morning, while witnesses described seeing 1 person in critical condition. It's horrible, isn't it? You know, whatever's gone on here. Northwest Ambulance Service said they treated 4 people. Oh, I'm reading the bloody same line. One person on Twitter wrote, 3 people just got stabbed in a Starbucks in Manchester Arndale, and it's all been evacuated. This is actually crazy. Another said, just being evacuated from the Arndale, scary stuff, instant lockdown by staff, sirens everywhere. That's one thing my wife was saying. Like I say, she was on the other side of Piccadilly, and she said, I've never heard so many sirens going off in town. So Don't be naive about going into a neighborhood where you will stand out. You could get hurt. I'm assuming that's not referring to me. I don't know what's going on there. Have they got him? Yeah, they got him. They got him. They tasered him. And they've brought him in for questioning. As, oh, yeah, look. These bad boys turned up. Look at these. You know, and we don't know what it is, but I guess they can't take too many chances. But look what happens. You know what I mean? But this is the fear that comes with certain events that they throw in the media and polarize the fear within people. That even what could be just a dickhead running round who lost it, who has viciously attacked innocent people, has now created a lockdown scenario in Manchester because everyone's that fearful that, you know, I don't, it's crazy. Programming, they got him, yeah, and know whose fault it is, but don't know his name. Yeah, and I've just had a text off Junaid. I don't know whether that was alluding to anything that was happening. So anyway, while I feared I did, went to change my trainers at the Arndale, ended up being screamed at to run and get out. There's been a stabbing and someone running around with a knife. Well, yeah, if you're changing your trainers, you know what I'd have done? I'd have gone, mate, them trainers are fucking good. I'm sticking them on and I'm legging it. I'm sorry. That is what you call macabre humour. But seriously. Yeah, whatever. 020 number ringing me. But no, I'm sorry. Don't deal with that. If you're not IDing on my phone, you ain't coming in. That's my kind of thought process on that. So that's basically it anyway. So you can see what's going to happen now. I guess we're all just waiting for more information to come out. While customers waiting outside the centre have been told it won't be opening anytime soon. Fucking hell. Imagine the money they're going to lose over this. Whatever happened to the show must go on, guys. Whatever happened to that? So how many stores have you got in any mile around the country? And it's all going to go under severe lockdown for that? Really? Come on. Does that not spell that you're shitting people up even more? As well as inconveniencing people? Right. David Allison, centre director at the shopping centre, said the centre has been evacuated while police investigate the incident. We are unable to comment any further as to the incident is currently being handled by Greater Manchester Police, who we will continue to support with their investigation. Well, you know, I'd like to think that if you're going to do such a drastic act, then I think the crime has to justify that. And I don't know whether this does, but that might be me. I mean, you could argue it's attempted murder, you know, all the rest of it, and fair play. But we're talking one part, or maybe you've done a literally running round the whole Arndale, I don't know. But it looks like it was pretty contained to one area. So if it's contained in one area of a mall, why shut the whole bleeding mall down? What's going on? Oh, I've missed a load of comments here. Oh, his name has been released. He's Grubnob, apparently, some videos. You know what, Guy Fawkes, you are in a mischievous mood today. Wow. Who says they don't know his name? For fuck's sake. Just not said it. What a load of... What? Bankers? Pardon my French. It was one of the Noonans. Now the Noonans are getting the straw man built. You know what I mean? Every bagman in Manchester's going to have his little thing on this. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. If Will Smith can get it and he's on the other side of the world, but bigging himself up in California, if he can be attributed to this, then Jesus Christ, we're all doomed. How can you have your custody if you don't eat your meat? That is a very profound statement. How can you? I'll try and work that one out and get back to you. When is armed police respond to a stabbing? That's what I'm saying, Graham. So does that not heighten the fear? But there'll be a protocol that they've all got to adhere to when certain incidents happen in town. You know, we know they do all training and, you know, when this happens, this has got to happen, that's got to happen, the ambulances have got to act in a certain way. You don't do anything here. We all can communicate, coordinate, on fucking regulate, whatever it is. Sounds like a fucking rap video, doesn't it? And I'm like, seriously? You're all just knee-jerking. This could be some absolute tit who just got dogged by his missus. He could have found out his missus has whatever, done whatever. It might not have been. It might be a lot more serious than that. But we don't know. And if you don't know, you can't jump. It's terrorist. Are you lot in denial? Right. Pedro, I'm not in denial about anything, mate. Because you can't be in denial of something you don't know about. What you're doing is confirming through your confirmation bias. Now, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing because that is a natural thing for you to do and a natural thing for the echo chamber to do. The bottom line is you can only go off what you have got. If I come on this stream and castigate any individual on here now and rip him a new one and start telling the whole world about how I feel about this person, how he's wrong there and how he's wrong there, if someone then comes to me and goes, well, Phil, I hear what you're saying, but if you're basing all that off the fact that you're just having this one conversation online, which I am witnessing as well, then are you in denial to the fact that you are being a little bit arrogant, a little bit general sweeping? To which I would have to say, you've got a point. I can only take anything on what is actually being presented. Now, we know we're lying. We know that there's lies. We know that there's an element of false flags. We know we have crisis actors. We know all this shit. I've actually looked up websites that promote doing training with crisis actors for governmental part. I've done videos on that, so I'm not naive and I'm not in denial, Pedro. But one thing I'm not going to do is come on here and go, right, the guy's got a knife, Allah fucking Akbar, he must have said it, that's it. All fucking Muslims need to be deported. All mosques need to be shut down. Because I guarantee it, Pedro, if you scratch down with that ignorance that far, that's where it leads. That's the street it leads to. So do you think I can go to that street not knowing when I can barely see any of his fucking skin because I've got like 3 inches of above his sock? There's no evidence of anything that the guy said. There's nothing. So now you're calling me in denial. Mate, I would say to you, Pedro, you're jumping the gun, which is just as dangerous as the fucked up propaganda that the media is throwing out. You want your conformity bias to be fulfilled that much that this has to be a terrorist attack. If it turns out that it's some fucking arsehole that just lost it or that was pissed up, then that's not going to please you. You're going to turn around and you're going to go, all right, well, let's just look on something else that'll fulfill my conformity bias. Mate, I see right through that shit, and I'm not all about that on this channel. And if you don't like it, unsub. I'm not going to proclaim every attack has got a terrorist slant when I don't know my arse from my elbow. And the article I've read it you word for word. And none of yous can ascertain what has gone on there. So don't. Because that is just as damaging. We're in this echo chamber now where we all want it. And you know what, Pedro? Let's face it. It might come out a week later that you banged on right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong. But you can't say I'm wrong. And you certainly can't say I'm in denial. Shit. I'm being more balanced than most people on fucking YouTube at this moment in time when it comes to shit like this. And tell me if I'm wrong. I'm the only one that's not jumping. No one said you said Muslims, mate. No one said you said that. But you've got to admit that you're saying that I was in denial that it was a terrorist attack. Well, how am I? When I've got nothing to suggest that. Coffeegate. Shit, go on him. He was a black guy. He possibly could be, Steve. He possibly, there's not enough for me to see. The bit I seen above the sock, he looked like he could have had a mixed race element about him. At the same time, I don't know whether the guy's got an afro. I don't know whether it's a bobby hat. And when he looks up, I don't know whether he's got a black complexion. No, Pedro, and to be honest, like, we're all gone. You've made your point, I've made mine. Seriously, no hard feelings. Shit. So, I don't know what race, and I'm not hiding behind it, and I'm not defending it. I don't give a shit, but I can only push forward with pointing my finger with the venom and the fucking ferocity that I want when I know what I'm talking about, and I don't always get it right. And when you've got such a basic article and such basic footage, you can't all of a sudden make your mind up. Maybe he identifies as a blender, Rose English. In this world, who bloody knows? Red Pill Phil, can you only go on what we say? Yeah, and no, yeah, as far as you were saying. Thank you very much, Stacey. And it's hard, it's a hard position. We're all kind of emotionally want more. You know, we want our questions answered, and we need to push them in there, but we can't always do that. And the press don't make it easy. The police don't make it easy. You know, the liberalised Marxist shit that's coming out through the system in general doesn't make it easy. Crazy, isn't it? His face was clear on the footage too. I couldn't see his face. I hadn't zoomed in enough in, to be fair. But I mean, you know, I'm not saying he's white or black. I'm saying there's something. I don't know. But I don't know. And then if he is black, what nationality? Because you guarantee if he's black, then he's not had a fucking holiday in months. Because he's looking pasty as anything with them legs. Or if he has had an holiday, then why don't he get his legs out? I don't know. Because from what I could see with the face looked jet black. The legs look freaking lighter than mine. So what is going on there? But I could not distinguish a face per se. So I don't know. If he identifies as an innocent man, yeah, well, yeah, it'll be the usual, won't it? You know. And let's face it, if he was off his head, and he does turn around and go, right, governor, yeah, you've got my banker rights, I was off my head, diminished responsibility and all that, where's that going to get justice for the people that he's done it to? How's that fair? Even if he's not a terrorist, even if it's a white guy, even if it's a black guy, even if it's a Chinese guy. So there's something that you can feel that's not going to be right about this, because it's almost like even would one of them have to die for it to step up that then mental health would not be a mitigating issue? But even then, mental health would become more of a mitigating issue, wouldn't it? You know, rather than wrong is bleeding wrong. And I don't care what colour skin, I don't care what religion, and I don't care what bleeding football team, Guy Fawkes. Do you just send the fucker down? Not you, Guy Fawkes. Seriously, it is as cut and dried as that. I hope no one has died. Same here, Observer Dude. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing good. There was no fatalities at this moment in time, but someone describes within this article it as being in what they see as in a critical condition. So we don't know whether they're over jumping the gun, whether they've just seen a shitload of blood and assumed it's critical. I don't know. This person might be medically trained and going, yeah, what I seen was critical, all right. Yeah, Tapper 777, police running past Top Man, Top Shop. It's all there to help. Yes, Stephen, thank you. Thank you very much. One had to have CPR, the one in the photo on the site you are looking at. Wow. Okay. Crazy, innit? What if he's a Liverpool fan? Oh, here we go. Look, Guy Fawkes, you're in this mood again, aren't you? Have you not had the desired effect? So let's throw in another little fucking banger into this little closed environment. And let's see how many women and children leg it out screaming. I can imagine what you were like as a child, Guy Fawkes. I can imagine you were a right crafty little git in a very amusing way, but I can just see you've got this little bit of a deviance about you, mate, in the most beautiful, positive way. You're not professing it in a negative way, but you're making me chuckle. But to answer your question, what if he was a Liverpool fan? If he was a Liverpool fan, I'm sorry, but he would have to be sent to Guantanamo Bay. That's the only form of punishment. Speaking from someone who is in the vacuum of the echo chamber that is Manchester United. I'm only joking. That's going to get me killed one day. That's worse than calling Liverpool a shithole. Look what happened to James. Right, I'm going to get going. We love you, Phil. I love you, Guy. You've given me some jokes today. Mate. How? No charge with attempted murder, only assault. Yeah, well, this is it. I guess maybe the charges might be increased. Fred, to be fair, it'd have to be, because is it not attempted murder? I don't know. Well, it is. What was it? What's the charges? Is it grievous assault or something like that? Which it is, that. But having a knife and knowing what damage a knife can do, and knowing that you can stab someone in the leg and they can bleed out and die. So is not any attempt with a knife thrusting it at you, could that not be construed as attempted murder? In a sense that they're not medically trained enough to know that where they're thrusting the knife, they've got every idea that you're not going to die from that. They can't know that. They're thrusting the knife. So as a consequence of them thrusting the knife, you could be dead, or you could just end up with a flesh wound. It's a fucking lottery, innit? So how can you not call it attempted murder? Get more scouse. Oh, jeez, man, don't. They're going to be coming for me. My trip to Liverpool's now been cancelled. Yes, Pedro. How we doing, buddy? So, right, I'm going to get a going, because I've got things to do. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope all the victims of this attack, hope none of it's fatal. Hope all of them recover as quickly as possible. I hope Manchester returns to normality as quickly as possible, because this fear that's going to now carry on throughout the day, is going to be on Granada reports every time they can throw it out, is only going to shit up the average individual that is not red-pilled anyway. But then people that are red-pilled, people that are on the fringes of echo chambers, it's going to have an effect on them as well, innit? So I don't think it helps anyone, all this crap. But anyone, guys, anyway, thank you very much. Thank you to Martin, Taper777, True News, Observer Dude, Graham, Charles Wood, Fred, Stacey, obviously Great Brit as well, TPN, all of you guys, there's too many on here to guess. All of you who've participated, no more, another view, love yous all. I love yous all. Scott Jones, where are we at anymore? KO Modo. Scott Hancock. That you know, Hancock, that surname just makes me chuckle. I'm sorry. It's a very immature thing. It's a good job your first name's Scott, innit? Imagine if you'd have been given another first name, like Gimme. Imagine if your first name was Gimme. Wow, never mind. My mind's just going now. I'm off. Right, guys, I'm off. I love you all. Big Dog, Preston, Steve Kahn. I love you all. Honestly, too many to mention. Miss Chan, can't forget you. You have a great weekend. I surrender. I've got a name is all now, so I'm gonna feel I'm leaving someone out. I surrender. UK, yeah. Linda B, the Stealth DJ. Yes, I. Bye. And all of these Rose, can't forget Rose. Anyone else? Is that it? I think I've done it. Is that all for what? Mischievous. Say it as it is, big man. Son of Ike. Freaking hell. Quite a good stream, this. B-Bear. Richard. No, you said Richard. I don't know. I'm getting fucking caught out now. Robin Hood. Robin Hood's in the house. Right, well, come on, Robin. Get back to Maid Marian. Right, even Grobnob's going to get a yo. How's that? Even if I have said it in an unsemantical way or an ungrammatical way, Grobnob, I still love you, and I'm still saying yo. And was that Elizabeth? Emma? Yes. Oh, me. Toneless mug. Come on, I can't miss you out. See, I've got to do this now. Otherwise, people are going to freaking trigger on me, aren't they? Preston 23. Nice one, guys. I'm sure I've mentioned you all. If I haven't, I profusely apologise. No doubt you're going to make me pay for it somewhere down the line. More stuff to come, content-wise, and hopefully maybe attending a bit of a Brexit event in Manchester coming up, if it's still happening. I'll be certainly about on the end of October, so keep in tune for that. Stay positive, and if anything else in terms of this story, I'll be talking about it, because I want to get to the bottom of it like you guys. So have a great weekend, and it does look like it is getting a bit brighter here now. So another view. I think you've brought the sun over to us, so thank you very much for that. I love you all, guys, even the pissing haters. God bless. See you later.